So are you curious with all the news lately about banks collapsing and rates fluctuating, how the Sarasota housing market is going to be affected as we come into 2023? Well, let me break it down for you. Hi, I'm Nick with the Iannitti Group. I just want to come at you with a real quick housing update for Sarasota for the month of March, right? We do know, obviously, as rates go up, buyer demand comes down. This is simply due to affordability. But again, the bigger issue is inventory here in Sarasota County, okay? When we're looking nationwide at our listings, new listings are obviously down, especially when we compare them to post-pandemic. Not good, right? And you might even see some things in the news. I've been talking about this lately, kind of what I call the COVID bounce, right? We've seen it with credit card spending. We've seen it with mortgage foreclosures. We've seen it now with listings coming to market. Like, oh, listings are up. Credit card spending is up. It's double what it was last year. Well, yeah, that's true. But when we look at compare it to post-pandemic, it really doesn't even move the needle. So we have to keep that in mind, okay? As far as our changing inventory, we're obviously down about 1.5% here in Florida, so things are not moving in that right direction. Keep in mind, we're still feeling the effects from 2009 to 2019, when we only built about 4.8 million homes in that decade. Remember, going all the way back to 1960s for the previous 6 decades or so, we've built about 10 million homes a decade. So we're definitely at about a 5 million home shortage nationwide, okay? But when you talk about the home price expectation survey, they're calling for a relatively flat market here. But they do think in the next 4 years, we're basically getting back to more of a normal trajectory of home price appreciation in that 3 to 4%, which we've always seen kind of, over the years. This is kind of good news, though. 48% of mortgage residential homes are still considered equity rich, meaning that they have more than 50% equity, from what their market value is. So this is really what you want to be asking yourself, right? If you're considering selling right now, you want to see how much equity do you have in your home and that you're actually working with. If you're currently renting and you're wondering if this is a good time to be buying, yeah, you absolutely should be getting into the market right now. With the market kind of a little bit, let's just call it a little bit of a stale market, this could be a great opportunity for you to have a little bit of bargaining power, okay? Even if the rate's going to be high, we're not seeing anything that's going to bring the rate down drastically over the next few years, but we know that inventory is not going to improve, right? And prices will be going back up. So having said all that, just wanted to give you a little bit of Sarasota numbers. These are February numbers. These are for single family homes in Sarasota County, all of the county, and these are median numbers, right? Our sales price was up 10% year over year, okay? Keep in mind, right, even though the market has been kind of wavering back and forth, there are certain segments of the market that are still seeing improvement, and Sarasota is definitely one of them, okay? Active market time is up 250 days or 250%, but realize it's up to 21 days right now, right? So things were selling, in a matter of days. Now they're selling in about 3 weeks, still not that long of a time. Percent of original list price are at about 96%. So, if you listed a home for, $1 million, you'd sell it for 960 or so. So that's down 4% year over year. But again, this is the real killer that we're talking about here. Months worth of inventory, 2.9 months worth of inventory. Remember, we need 6 months of inventory for a balanced market. 7 months of inventory is a buyer's market. 4 months of inventory is a seller's market. So still very much in a seller's market, right? And also, again, realize I understand this, this inventory is up 383%. That's because it was so incredibly direly low where we started, right? So now that it's at 2.9, it's definitely going in the right direction. But remember, everything above the line are our lagging indicators telling us where the market's been. Everything below the line are our leading indicators that's telling us where the market is going, right? Our active listings are actually up. That's good news. New listings are up. Also good news. Our pending listings are up, okay? Our sold listings are still down, but I think this is going to start to change as we come through the spring, especially looking at these other leading indicators, okay? So if you have questions about, what do these numbers mean? What's happening in my neighborhood? What's my home worth? How much equity do I have in my home? What am I working with? Just reach out. I'm more than happy to answer any questions, have that conversation with you, okay? That's it. Thanks so much for tuning in. Remember, who you choose to negotiate for you absolutely matters.